Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. I just have to, first of all, I'd like to obviously have a look at the ASX 200. Again, although it says it is down today slightly at 0.57, I think most of the stock's actually up. So I think sort of the recovery continues, and I think next few days we should be going hopefully quite a little bit higher. Obviously, a lot depends on what's happening on the Dow. And you can see the actual price action on the Dow is very, very good. It's a lot more sort of bullish than our market. It's come back, and if I can see that Dow have a few good days and start trading back over 16,500, which I think it will do. I think you'll see a good recovery in our market. Just having a look at also the VIX, and I think you can see from the VIX. There you've got the VIX. You can see the VIX as a volatility index. It gives a very good indication of how scared the market is. And I think you can see the volatility index is coming back, and I think people are getting a little bit more relaxed with everything. And hopefully, once they are back, once the volatility index is back down to around this sort of 17, 19, 17 level, I think you'll see the market start trending up again. Most of the stocks have just simply gone back to longer term trend lines. You know, we talked about Elders yesterday. It's perfect. It's that long term trend. She's jumped back off it absolutely beautifully. You know, similar ones that have done something similar. The other ones we've got like Isentia Group. Let's find it. Here she is. There she is, Isentia Group. Again, just behave. You know, Isentia Group's a bit of a market favorite at the moment. Yeah, it's come back to that long-term trend line. She looks like she's going to bounce back off it. PME. Yeah, just perfect. You know, this is, you know, in all arguably this is a really good time now to be getting into these stocks, and we could be putting another buy, you know, recommended signal to buy them as well. You know, MBE is another one. Come back to that long-term trend line. You know, all this is just market sentiment. People are scared. People are taking profits of stocks that have run really hard, and it's bouncing back off it again. And you know, sort of another one very similar to that would be Hub. I mean, Hub, you know, what a great looking stock. It hasn't even come back to long-term moving average. I don't think you get much bullish. I think we do mention we're holding this long-term Hub. I think Hub's going to go on a really good run for us. Again, if you can look at Hub, it's even through the worst possible, well, one of the worst times we've had for a while in the markets. It's actually holding beautifully, even a long-term trend. So it looks very, very good. So, well, you know, Equity Story, we pick stocks which we think are bullish and going up on the trending, and you know, most of the time, well, 99% of the time, they'll work for us. You know, look at Hansen Technologies. I think I was talking about this one the other day. Here again, absolutely fantastic, bullish looking stock, and it looks to me like it's actually going a lot higher. It looks absolutely fantastic. So. Yeah, it's really, these are the sort of companies you want to be into. These are the bullish trends. These are companies where I think you know, although if the market does pull back, people do jump in and take profits. They can pull back a lot further than other stocks. The general trend is on, and I think these are stocks that you're going to make money. And after all, that's all we're looking at, Equity Story, and that's the business we're in. Is obviously trying to make money. Talking about making money, GXL starting to obviously look a bit better. You know, we bought it as really a tactical buy. They had a fantastic report yesterday. I think they've got a consortium of 2 private equity guys looking to buy them, and obviously I think they're looking. If they take it over, they're looking more around this sort of $8 level. I think almost probably get the deal done. So hopefully it happens. If it doesn't happen, this company is just growing its earnings through the roof, and it's got a huge growth potential over the next 3 or 4 years in Australia. So I think Green Cross is a really exciting story on the market. One story that is a really exciting story, but the share price is not doing well at all, is MICME. We had a chat with management today. They're sort of a little bit perplexed. They don't understand it. You know, they've gone from 28 million members to 33. There's no reason for it except there's just very little volume in the stock. This, I think it's about sort of $600,000. The share price is halved with just maybe one guy selling unfortunately, MIGMI, just not enough people know about it, and it's just not a well-known stock. It's actually, I think, really good buying around these levels. I think it's we got to buy under, what is it, 90. I think this is a fantastic buying around these levels. The MIGMI could easily just spring back up in 2 or 3 days. It's just a really sort of small stock with very, very little volume. Yeah, we had a word with management. They're very interested in coming onto Equity Story and doing an interview, so hopefully that happens. And that would be great for Equity Story and for the CEO of MIGMI, who's actually one of the most impressive CEOs I've ever spoken to give us an insight of how big this business is going to be. I think importantly, like I said before a number of times, the people individually, they've got 33 million members now. I think once they get to 100 million, where they should be there maybe in a year and a half, maybe 2 years, I don't think there's a company with 100 million members on any exchange in the world valued less than $1 billion. So, that would put MIGMI somewhere around maybe $3-4 a share. Pallasons recently put out a buy recommendation on MIGMI at $1.90. So Pallasons are in the same boat as Equity Story. They're big believers in MIGMI, and so I think around these levels, I think it's obviously a really good value buying. Just having a look at Evolution. Evolution is one of the gold stories again. I really want to buy this stock. I just don't want to pay for it up here. For me, it's run too far. I'm just hopefully, I'd like to go long on 2 gold stocks, Northern Star and Evolution. I'd just like them to come back to these longer term moving averages around this sort of, maybe I'd like to see Evolution around this sort of 140, 160, and I'd like to see Northern Star. These are just fantastic companies. Northern Star come around back down to sort of 160, 170 level. I think if we can go long gold for 2 years, I think we can make a lot of money on these 2 stories. I think the gold price does look like it might have that one last more dip down, and hopefully we'll jump on. If it doesn't, if gold keeps going, we'll most probably just have to jump into those stocks. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for listening to Equity Story, and I look forward to speaking to you tomorrow night. Good night.